Show! From Michael Bay to Marvel, UK, and every record in between. Breaking news and toy reviews, every robot stands wet dream. Grab a brew and join the crew, become part of our scene. Bring your mom, let's drink her on, make sure you're at least 18. Welcome to the show, the party and let's blow. Friday nights, let's go, Transformers the show.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to Transformers the show. We've got loads coming up for you tonight. We're going to have a discussion. So tonight, why did Transformers survive? So we think about He-Man, Micromasters, everything else, Thundercats, they all perished by the side. And I know they came back in some form, but we're going to get really deep into that. Why did Transformers survive? We've also got our favorite Constructicons, so we'll be going through all the limbs to find out which one was our favorite. We've also got Moff. Hi, Moff. Moff.
Hey! Thanks for having me.
Oh no, thank you for coming here. I've got a new screen, which is amazing because it's really long. It's like a widescreen one. I've been really happy, looking forward to tonight. But it's quite far. Everything's just quite far now. So to get to the news, I've got to move. It takes me a while to get there with the mouse. Like, get there in
the show's now 6 hours long.
Yeah. Things take longer now, and they were quite long anyway. So as always, let's start with the news.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Cool. Anyway, I'm Andy. He's Pete. Just in case you didn't know. Don't get our names.
We're not long screen.
I haven't done it for 296 episodes.
Anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll start off with this. Last week we showed the Transformers Overgear reveals that were from where they were revealed from, and I can't remember now. But it was Ironhide and Blackout is what they were called. And somebody's taken those grey models and digibashed them. When I say someone, I mean, I'm assuming Stellary, whose name is on these pictures. So you get an idea maybe of what they'll look like. Maybe not, but we'll find out. So there's the digibashed Ironhide, obviously done in kind of G1 Ironhide colours. And there's the Blackout with colour. Now that looks really nice. I would be buying this if it looks half as good as that.
I'm also see Whirl. Like that kind of looks a bit like Whirl. Like
definitely,
yeah,
definitely. Huge Whirl vibes coming from that.
He-Man is still around. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they are still around, but they weren't as successful. We'll get into the discussion.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Eager.
Get ready to be educated. Taking you to school, fool. Anyway,
nice, Jacob.
Then there was this. So the Takara Mall, well, T-Mall flagship store, put up these adverts, I suppose, for a Superion, Age of the Prime Superion, and Studio Series Devastator gift sets. Now, what we've learned about these since is that we know it's going to be all members of the team, each team, and they'll come in a box, a special box. I mean, it's obvious to say they'll come in a box, but they will come in a box. We don't know if that means it's the original packaging for the actual individual bots and they're just putting them in a nice bigger box. We don't know if they're coming in a special present. We don't really know, if we're being brutally honest here. You can see on the picture, if you look on the Superion, there's a mock-up, I guess, of what the box art on the outside of the box might look like. The Devastator one, the Constructicon, seems to suggest in the information that it comes in a like a carry case, which would be kind of cool, because you'd imagine that would have to be a decent size, not massive, but a decent size. You could use it for things that aren't the Constructicons, perhaps. Anyway, they will be coming up, if they're not already up for pre-order, in case you want to take the risk of buying them and getting exactly the same thing you already own. Or maybe you missed out and you want to get them all in one fell swoop. The only other word of warning I'd say is, I can't remember if on the information it said that at the moment this would be Japan exclusive, so no plans for it to be sold outside of Japan. But let's be honest, when does that ever stop us as Transformers fans? If only we knew people who import toys. Anyway, we will slide along to the next piece of news, and that is this beautiful, well pixelated shot. So you might remember we showed off these are the Takara mini and they're not reissues, but they're like supposed to kind of show the original box art and boxes from G1. And this apparently is the next wave. We showed off the first wave a while back. And as usual, they've given us a picture just as clear to see as the last one. But, you can see some on there. Metroplex, Cyclonus, Soundwave, Starscream, and either Hot Rod or Rodimus, depending on what they call them over there. So, if you like the idea of these, we'll hopefully see something a bit clearer than that before you actually buy them. I'm not making any promises.
I'll be honest, I've been trying to source them, and I've also, if I can source them, I'm going to try and get a machine, the Gashapon machines, so that like a TFN or something can be a funky thing. But
yeah,
I've not done it so far. I was hoping it'll come available.
Apparently, it is just like a representation of the classic G1 boxes that come in a small size, but they also come with a small chain, so you can attach it to like a bag or a backpack, and they'll be sold as capsule toys. So there you go. Right. The amount of yen that they were put out would put them at $13.46 in US dollars. So not expensive. Planned for release by December this year as well. So keep an eye out. We'll have more photos of them when they arrive. Then coming from Pack Cybertron on Instagram, we had our first in-hand images of the new Hot Wheels, Hot Wheels Transformers crossover, Bone Shaker and Twin Mill. These are obviously new transformable Hot Wheels cars and part of the collaborative line. So there's
so nostalgic, isn't it? Doing that blister pack with it, like even it just reeks of 80s, doesn't it? Like not even the Hot Wheels that just doing it just like Hot Wheels, just having things in a blister pack like that reminds me of days of yore.
I think seeing Mattel and Hasbro in the front of a blister pack's just a bit mad as well. Like, you wouldn't have believed that a handful of years ago.
No, you wouldn't think it would happen, but it has. And this is what you'll get. So I suppose 2 original molds, 2 characters we haven't had before. For all those people who've been crying out for new characters and new toys, well, here are some. And there's some comparison shots as we go through. So obviously they're next to... Oh, no, what is that figure? That's... that looks like a gem, but one you wouldn't find easily.
They could have picked any great Transformer to compare it against, and they picked a hidden gem.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't whatever they had on their desk at the time. But anyway,
they had to hunt for it, and the
hidden.
archives.
What is this thing I found?
They're like, here's G1 Unicron. What is this rare piece?
Anyway, so that's Twin Mill.
They look really
and
cool.
Bone Shaker, was it? Bone Shaker, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They're great.
They're quite cool. Oh look, there's Brawn again, but with the toy head, so it's the retro version. Just
Yeah, that's the shit one.
Is that the common one?
Yeah, everyone's
bloody everywhere. Them things. Oh god. Anyway, there you go. There's the head sculpt. I like the head sculpt. I like the skull chest thing, but it grows on me every time I see this. Oh look, there's Brawn again. And it comes with a big, massive gear stick, and that's what we're saying it is. It's a gear stick. Nothing else. With an Autobot symbol on it. So I'm kind of surprised. It looked to me like it would be great as a Decepticon, but no, it's an Autobot.
Oh, wow.
So immediately, I don't want any more bloody good guys. Right, let's move on to... this. I mean, Molf, you will know some bits about this, won't you?
Yeah, shit.
Can they buy them now at
Come
prime
on,
time?
it's just like so.
Are they available at prime time?
Not yet. No, they've not been offered for general release yet. So.
Oh right.
They've all.
Well,
like I'm going to get it because I'm a fucking idiot. But it's really disappointing. Like I thought Skeletor was pretty cool. Bumblebee was alright. I was hoping for a decent He-Man to go with a Skeletor, and I'm like, ugh. I'm not feeling it. The Starscream's better because it's Scarecrow. But that just looks...
Well, these photos came via adultcollector.org on their Facebook page. And obviously, for those who don't know, this is the Master of the Universe Transformers crossover figures, Optimus Prime Armor He-Man, which looks great, and Starscream Scareglow. Starscream Armor Scareglow. So crossover toys produced by Mattel using their Motu Origins body style and upgraded versions of the vintage style toys. I do want the Starscream because it's Scareglow and it's Starscream, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
In all honesty,
That's much cooler. Just He-Man, it just looks like he's ripped, like he's went to a crap kids store for Halloween and put the stuff on. Like you know the cheap, nasty Halloween costumes they get. That's what it looks like.
he's going to pound stretch for Halloween costume. Have we got an Optimus Prime? Yeah, that'll do. There's the whole set anyway. If you would like to purchase them all, these fine high quality figures, which I'm sure will all be available from many retailers, for example, Time Toys.
The fact that Scareglow still has a glow in the dark is always good. Like I love a glow in the dark figure.
Yeah.
So, like the Decepticons look great, and in package they look a cool wee range. Just the both of the Autobots have disappointed me.
I'm just going to say to you now, the Decepticon ones are the best ones by far, as it should be, as God and nature and Primus intended.
Peter, you buying them?
Of course he is. He's a right mark.
I've got a skeleton.
He's a right mark.
I've got a Skeletor Man at Arms, and the only reason I'm going to get Starscream and He-Man are because I've got the first two.
Cool.
So I'm in.
There you go.
Same. That is.
Sucker.
I don't want them, but I'm going to buy them.
Yeah.
Anyway, they come with some nice box art, I suppose.
The box
Especially
art is
the Starscream
excellent.
looking at it.
Yes.
The box art is lovely.
And then these photos are from MCM Comic Con, which is happening this weekend, and I believe started today. And friends of ours like Toys R Us and some Formers are going to be there. Who else is going to be there? I'm sure there's others. There'll be loads of people down there for this. And this was the Hasbro Transformers display when it was set up. These photos were shared by Funby Studios via their Facebook. And you just get an idea of what they're showing off. Nothing yet massively new, but perhaps we'll see something that we haven't seen over the course of the weekend. The Hasbro panel's tomorrow, isn't it? I can't remember what time it is. I think it's around like midday or something. But there is a panel happening where Hasbro are showing off this stuff and obviously new products. Maybe you're going over the weekend. Let us know in the chat or in the comments if you've been and whether you saw anything good. And somebody mentioned last week, I want to say it's this one, about these mini-cons, that the chest on them is disintegrating on some because the hinges are too small. Apparently there's been quite a few people reported snapping or breakages. So just a word of warning, if you get your Nemesis Prime, be very careful with the mini-cons. Or if they break, just complain to Hasbro about it. There's Leo Kaiser's team. And some of the Skybound stuff. There's Skybound Prime. We've got a better photo of him coming up later on. Quintus Prime. Bit of blast off action for you out back.
Quintus
Greatest Autobot of all time. Sea Spray at the back there. Oh, and Whaley's there too. And then a lot of the stuff we've already seen. It's already been revealed. But if you're going, you'll get to see it in person at least.
That's cool.
Have a look at it. Amalgamus Prime. And one thing that I am quite keen on is that Razor Claw on the right, the repaint of
Colours are great, aren't they? They look
Tiger
great colours.
Claw.
Yeah.
Tiger
I think the
Claw
colours
stuff.
of Brawl looks really nice, doesn't he? That green. That
Oh,
fused
yeah,
green
yeah.
for him. Simon said that Russ did a short video and said he was avoiding filming Evan because he was carrying something that couldn't yet be revealed. So we will stay tuned tomorrow.
I mean, we could take a guess, but we may have had hints, so I won't spoil it for people. Look forward to it, people.
Optimus Prime.
It's another Bumblebee. Hooray!
They've done
right.
Netflix Prime Bumblebee.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Prime Bumblebee. One of the better ones. Anyway, 3-0 with their premium format, Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus, John. If you're watching, John, it's Ultra Magnus. Look at him. That's how he should look in all his white painted glory. Anyway, you know the deal with these. If you watch the show, we show these things off regularly. These are not cheap, but highly articulated, very detailed, light up features like the gun there and the eyes. And yeah, if you're a fan of that movie aesthetic, you've got a few bob in your pocket that you want to spend on some robot action, then you could pick this up. No idea when.
Waste. Did you say waste, Andy?
No, but I will say crotch thrust. Minimal, but it's there, and I bet there's
hint.
a lot more if you want it.
Tickling the edge.
Thrust.
Just a soup's on of like
I'm
Salt
not fully
Bay,
committed.
Crotch Bay. Sprinkling a little bit in there.
Sprinkle a
Result
little bit
enjoy.
Mild stretch.
Anyway, right, okay. There's some more photos just to show off some of the features, the bits and pieces you get with it, and it's approximately 19 inches, 19 of your inches, so it's not a small thing, but will look lovely on your display shelves should you wish to purchase one. You don't have to. We're not forcing you. I'm just saying you have the option. Then, sticking with this kind of statue / kit idea, Yellow Park have revealed this, which is their AMK Pro Drift coming soon. But it's the Drift from the movies. Still, if you like it, it will be coming soon, and hopefully it won't just be a silhouette. But anyway, there's Drift from the movies, so I can remember we all were huge fans of. What else? Oh yeah, there's that better picture of the skybound Optimus Prime again. Only about 6 months too late, but Hasbro get their own version of Prime with a Megatron arm. So you can buy that if you wish. And we also have seen images of the Takara MPG 17 Optimus Prime, which I actually do quite like the look of, but I don't collect Masterpiece, so...
I like it. Peter, you can get this. Moth?
Nah.
He's too busy spending his money on Master of the Universe figures. He
I
just...
can get it. But I just kind of do you not feel now, and you might feel this Moth as well, like you can get it, or you can wait a year and then buy the knockoff.
Third party, yeah. Yeah, the knockoff version, yeah. Do you know what?
I just thought, I like it, but there's nothing in it that makes me go, I need that over and above all the other blooming primes I've got. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm okay. I don't need it.
Last couple of years, we have been
Cheap KO, I might buy
saturated.
it. It's quite odd. Yeah.
And I like the way, Paul, you said in a year, you know that there'll be a knockoff one out in the next 3 months. Maximum. It will be done. They've probably got it ready now. And there you go. I do like the head sculpt. It's kind of a mean, moody looking Optimus Prime. He's pissed off. He's had enough of your BS. And that is all of the mainline news.
Bloody hell. Right. Let me just push my mouse over to here for a bit. Going. There you go, mate. Right.
Don't injure yourself straight to the sofa.
Do you always talk to your mouse? You know, because the screen's really wide. It doesn't mean you have to push the mouse.
It's a long journey. A long journey. Oh.
I'm expecting a new video like the Arrowfire one where he shows him walking from one side to the other. I've had to love that mouse.
Almost there. There we go. It's there.
Battle this.
It's heavy metal cruncher time as Optimus Prime goes toe-to-toe with Combat Megatron. Prime is one tough dude underneath his hood. He's a transformer missile fire phenomenon. Combat Megatron is combat armed. His mighty mega missiles are slamming. He can mad out more for use mega force, but Combat Optimus is still standing.
Just getting it back. Here it comes. There we go.
And he's back. Right, okay. We'll start off with this. So this is Fans Toys FT59 Sovereign 2.0. Their Masterpiece Scale Galvatron. Their new version of the previous Masterpiece Scale Galvatron. This is the box art by Low Lab Studio, which has been shown off by Jermaine Sutton. So, nice box art. And the figure looks different from the first one. Does it look better?
Yeah, it makes. I'm not sure. I think that's it, isn't it? If you look at it, it looks good. If you look at your old one, which I'm looking at now, you go, and it's not that different, but you can see all the stupid detail that shouldn't be there in the old one now. And
I love the idea of you being
absolutely
disgusted.
perfect.
You know the
It was
best
perfect, man.
You're
That's it,
old
Paul.
now.
See, before this was announced, Sovereign was one of people's most favourites. Like, this is Next Sunday announced, it's like, oh, but actually, see if you look and see this flaw in this, flaw in this.
Yeah, it really points it out, isn't it? But it's like 16% better. It's not massively but 100% I'm going to sell my Sovereign soon. Which is fantastic, by the way, if you want one.
We need a short video. We need a short video, Paul, of you holding your Sovereign, and then somebody from the side handing you in the new one, and you just literally chucking it over your shoulder or in the bin or wherever.
Being
The
physically
bit
sold.
Toy Story, we just lets it go slow motion as it falls.
Anyway, Ocular Max PS28 Demolitor. This is their masterpiece scale Mixmaster. This is a sample version. We've had one photo of it, at least one that I've found. And the credit for this goes to Weibo user Passerby Boss. There you go. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like that. The bit behind his head is far too small.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be that. No. I've spoken. Right, there you go. If you like it, fine. Doctor Woo. This is their Tactical Commander transparent version, or as we like to call it, Piss Magnus.
Pissnix.
Business. Anyway, you know what Doctor Who are going to give you? They're going to give you a little mini version with quite a bit of articulation, very small in scale, but this time it comes in the color of bad urine, as if you've not been looking after yourself. Is there a massive call for this deco? Like,
No.
was anybody sat at home going, God, you know what I really need? An Ultra Magnus in the same colour as my piss after a night out.
This
I
will be a
don't think there
limited
was,
run
was there?
of 5.
I'm just looking to see if it says anything about a limited run. It doesn't.
It will be a
Scandalous.
limited run, Andy.
Oh, there you go.
I'll tell you, once
Thank
I get
God.
them offer, I'll tell you. It'll be like, I think the last ones were 800, maybe, no, 600? 800 or 600, the limited run. But they sell the limited stuff, like, they do sell.
Oh, all the Doctor Who stuff sells. I can take the mickey out of it. I was going to say take the piss, but it was too easy. It was too low hanging fruit. But it is like it always sells, and even I know that from working with Primetime Toys and seeing like how many of these Doctor Who figures like people just snaffle up.
I would say that the Magnus is probably the best of them all. Like, it's such a. I've said this to Borderstood. The way it transforms, it might be my favourite way of transforming an Ultra Magnus. It's clever, it's simple, and it's fun, and it's in such a stupidly small fun scale. So, we'll get stocking, and we pretty much get everything now on Doctor Who. So, if anybody wants it, we will have it up at some point soon, hopefully. John,
There you go. Good news. Get it, Paul.
Small numbers.
Ocular Max Maximus Pro Alternative. This is the Ocular Max Defensor, but now in a toy deco for all your toy deco needs. There's his head.
I quite like that.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is the feet. And I think it's the aspect of, because it's trying to do that kind of all in bit, that it kind of limits what it can do with its feet. And I just don't, I just don't like the feet. Like, take the feet away, I'm kind of like, that's pretty cool. But I also think, is this not slightly smaller than the kind of standard masterpiece scale? So it kind of then fits in its own scale, which is a bit.
Excellent questions.
I
Excellent
don't
question.
think, is it? I had Blades, and it was kind of the same scale as, I don't know, you like MP Sideswipe sort of scale. Smaller than fans' toys like Cup and Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Smaller than that. I don't know. Scale's hard.
Here's Hotspot as well, or as they call it, PS23A Ignis. This again is the alternative, so this is in the toy deco.
Great all mode. That all mode is
yeah.
Lovely detail on the hose and all the bits beside it. They're like really nice. Like, it's the one
Just
bit
for you,
the third party is like all that extra bit of paint on it. You know, how many times you pick up a Hasbro and you're like, see if they had a little touch of paint, you'd see all these amazing details. Like that's good.
Just for you, Pete, you know, this stands at 10 inches tall in bot mode.
Bear with.
There you
That's
go.
That's
Crotch
sizable.
thrust.
Sizable. Have you seen my fire hose? You're gonna.
He's pointing at you, Pete. I don't mind. I think this looks. I don't know why. And maybe it is because it's toy deco. I think I prefer this to the first release. I'm not a toon guy though. I prefer the look of the toy ones. More nostalgia in that for me. And he does look quite good. I'm still not going to buy it, but it does look good, and I would recommend other people buy it instead. Help out Ocular Max. Fans Toys and Toy Dojo 2012 exclusive FT03 Grey Quake Wave, aka Shockwave, is the only FT exclusive that was ever made. Is that news? Is this old?
Yeah, when you brought it up, I'm like, what?
Fantastic! No, it's just it was featured on a news site.
Okay.
I've not seen it before, so I went, yeah, I'll stick it in. And now thinking about it, it doesn't. I don't think that's new, is it? Go out and buy an old toy, everyone. Why not, eh? Or
Breaking news.
get another hard to buy one. So it is TFCon Chicago this weekend. This is the TFCon exclusive PS14E Megalith and Eversus Combiner, Masterpiece Scale, RID, Mega Octane, and Ruination. So Mega Octane is the one that's out at this TFCon. The others have already been released previously. Some people we know have them. And they will all, I believe, be available at Toy Dojo. So if you're in the US and you're going to TFCon, you can buy these. $180. $180? Surely not for all of them. That must be for Mega Octane.
That's just the one, yeah.
I was going to say $180. I'd buy all of them.
Because have you seen the blast off, like the white one? He looks so nice. That is because he just looks like a NASA shuttle in that white with the black trim.
Well, it's funny that you should mention him because there's Megalith with his mega rifle.
Yeah.
There's him running.
Action.
There's him transforming.
Where do I look?
There's the whole squad. Oh, that brawl looks great.
They look better combined, though, don't they?
And then there's some artwork. Unfortunately, though, there's no photo of the alt mode that you were talking about, so ignore me.
Sorry, it's in my mind. I can see it right now. I'm looking at it.
Imagination.
Ooh, why is no Edmonds there? This has taken an interesting turn, and maybe 2 times.
Evening, Noel, if you're watching. Sian Cultural SYO2 set 005 Mountain and 006 Greenland, which of course are a Legends scale Saizan and Suiken. If I've mispronounced that, that's because I don't know their names. Here they are. Train bots. Discuss.
Oh, I'm so excited for these. Like, we were thinking they weren't going to come out because they just went quiet for a bit and started making other Transformers. You're like, all right, mate, you've got the rest of the trains to finish off. Yeah, Sonny Jim. And these rock up out of nowhere. It's like,
is that how you wrote your email to them?
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Listen here, mate.
Sonny Jim.
And Paul sorted it. Paul sorted it for everyone.
I know, it's amazing.
Thank
That's
you,
great
Paul.
work.
What a guy.
Yeah, but they look. The other two are just two of my favorite Transformers that I've got in my collection, and these they're like they're going to be just as good. Yeah, crazy excited. Plus, I've got the MP Raiden coming for Christmas. Well, not the MP one, the Moon Studios one. So I'm going to be full of train Transformers.
The fact this comes with some track, it's pretty cool. Like, not that I'm going to leave them in train mode in the slightest, but I just think it's a cool.
But can you remember when me and you went to that Tesco's and I bought that Model Railway magazine because I knew you wanted these? You weren't as excited as me.
Oh.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Really?
And for 2 weeks, I kept sending you pictures of the different contributors to the magazine.
Oh,
Great hands.
friend. Anyway, our modes. No. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to start ripping into all the train fans. I'll be outnumbered. Magic Square Toys, Lord of War, their masterpiece scale Bruticus. Why are we showing this? Because it's got some comparison photos. So,
nice.
is that the Legends version down there?
Yes.
I'm guessing.
Yes, sir.
And then a Legends Devastator, I'm assuming.
2 for 2.
Doesn't actually tell me on the information, so I'm just having to guess at this. We all know, of course, the Age of the Prime Star Convoy.
Some
This is a
size, that,
big
Yeah.
lad, isn't it? Yeah. Next to our Age of the Prime, Studio Series Devastator. I mean,
It's
it
not
is
much.
basically Age of the Prime. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
it is really big.
Get back to my comment earlier on the Defensor. Look at the feet. Like the feet on that look like proper, decent, solid feet. Like that kind of that scale. I want something that kind of feels bulky. That's huge. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tight
you're right, Moff.
class.
I would sacrifice the all-in-one mechanic if it meant you had normal good feet.
Yeah.
Great feet.
Give me good feet. There's another version of Devastator. You third-party people will know which one.
I say blockies.
I wish it was. That would be cool. There is an Omega Supreme.
Is that Fans Toys Mega Supreme?
Gigantus or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
That is mad. I never knew it was that big.
Well,
That's
there he is next to HasLab Unicron.
Fuck. It's not fun.
See, he's not that big then, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
break out
fine.
your HasLab Unicrons. Put him in his place. There's his back, and there's his front.
Oh,
Clean as a whistle.
how's
The
that?
it needs the cartoon, the add-on set, doesn't it?
He stole your gimmick.
Yeah, he's nicked your gimmick there.
Gimmick infringement. Gimmick infringement. Cease and desist.
Well,
Has-
hang on.
has-
Do you reckon that's
Hasbro would
53 inches? No, roughly 53 centimeters. Surely.
He can snap in half at the waist. What do we call that again?
Ab crunch
Ab crunch, thank you. He's got an ab crunch.
or QC.
That's what it
issues.
looks like, though. I mean, if you're going to do an ab crunch, is that really what you want to? I know you're not going to be looking.
No.
I don't know. It's just be nice if there wasn't just a massive gap lift. But oh look, there he is twerking. So you get an idea of what that looks like. Twerk it, baby. I mean, it's got some balance to it for the size of it.
I've made a decision that it's not 53 inches tall.
You've just decided for them.
Yeah,
That's right. There's the team.
I mean, that's some
they look really good, don't they?
Good.
Yeah.
And there they are in alt modes.
Oh, it's just that blast off. Just the
No. Colours.
pink rim around the. Don't get
Decepticons love rocket.
it. Now I like it.
Yeah, I guess anyway, APC Toys are doing a version of Transformers Prime Dreadwing, which for those of us with taste who know that Dreadwing was one of the greatest characters from that cartoon is very good news indeed. It's just the grey model at the moment, but it does look an awful lot like what we got in the show.
It's good because they'd went quiet for so long. They've not had a new release for a good wee while. So,
Yeah.
you know, I thought well, maybe they're done. They're not going to do any more because they do provide really nice figures. Like, obviously, they're
They've got-
updating a lot of the original stuff, but just adding a wee extra touches to make them a little bit better.
They've got better and better, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
APC is a perfect example of a brand that, you know, the first versions weren't amazing, but every figure that gets released gets a little bit cleaner and the
Yeah.
design's a little bit better. And this looks excellent. If they get the colour right.
Yeah.
This
And then
is
adding all the
definitely-
wee extra bits like with wheeljack and swords, and then they kind of give minifigures, and then that just looks like kind of just topping it as well. So, yeah, no, I'm excited for this one.
It's as long as it's not actually terrible and the worst thing ever made. This looks like an insta buy because I love Dreadwing from the Transformers Prime. But what got me excited as well was this last photo because the two cannons you can see, one of them, the bottom one, is Dreadwings, but the top weapon more resembles Skyquakes. So that would suggest the easy repaint we would expect, and we could get both of them.
They do like
Seeing as they are
they
brothers.
quite often repaint their stuff. So, yeah, would not be
Why
shocked.
the hell not, eh? And
Pay
then
for
this
them
is
all.
this is not really something you're just going to pick up from chose E or whatever, but this is a custom divorce class Jetfire with LED lighting that stands at 47 inches tall. Credit for this goes.
I think this was in the
Adrian
middle aisle at Aldi this week.
The middle of Lidl.
Middle of Lidl.
Oh,
Jesus, that's impressive. isn't it?
Jesus did indeed weep
Wow.
when he saw this. Look at that.
It's like 4 foot tall, man.
Yeah, I read somewhere else that it was 4 foot something. It's pretty big. It's pretty big.
What'd you do with it, really? Like,
Well, you put it on your coffee table, obviously. You know, just as a conversation starter.
like that to the missus. You just look around that side of him, and I look around this side to watch the telly.
Well, you don't put it in front of your side.
That lady
Of
got a
course
beard. Is that bearded lady on the telly?
I think it's somebody's hand in front of it.
Ah, right.
They did look a bit like
It confuses
a
me.
beard.
More important,
What
what's
beard's
going on with the women in SA prisons? We
Yeah,
missed
I
the first
know.
bit. Zero context.
Do they not have beards?
Anyway, yeah, very, very impressive. There it is from behind, so you can see how it looks. I have no idea if this is going to be available. This was from, or shown off in the Transformers ERC Facebook group, which is exclusive repaints and customs.
That's cool.
It is very, very impressive. There you go. Just to prove, 47 inches to the tip of the antenna. And it comes with, well, I say it comes with, it has weaponry for the arms, big gun, and we already saw the backpack in the earlier photos as well. Then we go on to this.
Ooh.
This is Make Toys, who with TF Source are excited to present their exclusive collector's dream at TFCon Chicago. MTRC 13 Ice Scream. Because it's Starscream, but it's like ice colors, so it's Ice Scream. Clever. What's
You
your
want to
name?
discuss
What's
flogging
it?
a mold.
Who's it based
This
on?
is it.
I don't know. It could be anyone. It's,
like
I don't
the
think
head.
it's based on a real figure, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being facetious.
Oh, sorry, no.
I-
I just don't know much stuff.
But I love the fact that the write-ups. It's a captivating figure. Are we all captivated? Yeah, we're all
I like
captivated.
the head.
We know.
Kid?
150 pieces worldwide. Each one is individually numbered.
Who's screaming when you get head? I don't know.
It's a limited edition release, a must-have for all collectors. Not
I
just
just
people
wish
who
they'd
collect
stop doing
Transformers.
this and finish off the headmasters. Like they
Yeah.
teased their brainstorm. They even it went up for solicitation. God, nearly must be 2.5 years ago that they were going to finish it, and then it's just disappeared again. And they keep bringing these out. Oh, I know.
Just random repaints at $150 a throw.
Oof.
Anyway, do we have anything else? Yes, we do. Also at TFCon, if you're there this weekend, we're not, but if you are, then you'll see the Ocular Max TFCon Chicago exclusive RMX 13 Forte, which is masterpiece scale Ramhorn, of course, available from Toy Dojo. And
I
Aegis
expect this will probably become available on Kapow. They often get the MMC TFCon stuff. So if anybody's looking for it, I expect Kapow will have it.
Oh, I just want them all. They've done too many now that I can't ever really get into it.
Yeah.
Not with that.
Another thing to collect. Galaxy Toys Mini Statue 06L, which is their micro scale G2 Beachcomber. So if you like G2 colors and you like Beachcomber, this is going to be, and micro scale, this will be right up your street, straight up your alley.
One for Andy Gold. He's a beachcomber lover.
He is a lover of the Beachcomber and all its many varieties, I'm sure.
This is a limited release. I can't remember how many, but I'll tell you.
There is another
It's still
photo
in
later on that
bulk,
shows off the variants, just in case anybody wants to know how many you can get.
1,000. 1,000 for this and 1,000 for the gold.
Oh, and then that takes us on to, again, this is currently a TFCon event exclusive for now from DNA Design, but we all know you're going to be able to buy this afterwards. So it's the add-on kit for the Hasbro Age of the Primes. And was it Age of the Primes? No, Legacy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Animated Motormaster, not Menasor, because he was Motormaster. But you can turn it into a Menasor. So soon this will be available, I'm sure, more widely. And then, how much have we got left? Not much. We have this BX-04 Scorpion Fortress, which is do we call it a knockoff of G1
100%.
Black Zarak, for those who finally want to get themselves a G1 Black Zarak that won't crumble to dust when you mess around with it. With credit for this going to Weibo user Mangmotion for the, well, I suppose screenshots, because it looks like it's from a video. Yeah,
I've been following the development of this. They've been really good at like interacting with people, asking like, what about this and what about that and what about this color and how do we get it to be this? You know, as soon as they would say they were doing a Scorpion, they were like, we know that people want this because the original is not just expensive, but it's the how many times you've heard stories of people buying it and it just crumbles. Like,
yeah.
So this is a, you know, if you're interested, this is going to be a great way to scratch that itch.
Can I just say as well, there's some blockies in the photo. Blockies are on the show! Hooray! There you go, Mick. I know you were getting upset because you wanted to see some. Anyway,
They spell it really well, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's like Doctor
Yeah,
Who
fun.
stuff. You know, you
Yeah,
get some Doctor
yeah.
Who figures and have them on top of your Titans. It's going to look great. Take it from a third-party expert like myself. Anyway, there it is in Scorpion mode.
Can we get you a T-shirt for
that's
TFN? Just says third-party expert, but maybe spell it wrong just for funny.
You need to get one that's like a football shirt, so third-party experts on the back, number 1. There he is in robot mode. And look, he can kind of do a walking pose. Walking like a toddler that's just learning to walk. But it still can. And I said we'd have a photo of the Galaxy Toys mini Statue
You
06
did say that.
Beachcombers. There's the variants, the repaints. So there's 4 different versions. I think that's all of them that you can get, should you wish to. And there they are in alt mode, looking spiffing. And it was about this point earlier today where I informed the boys that I downloaded all of the news, but God had other things planned. Let's do this first. This wasn't actually what I was referring to, but let's do this first, because this was going to be how I was going to finish all of the news today with the most important news. Take us through it, Moff.
Okay, so we have announced our final 3 guests for TF UK Con 2026. So up first, we're welcoming back the wonderful Chris McFeely. Chris and I have been actually talking about this week about what we're doing and what we want him to do. And I've been winding him up, telling him all the things we're definitely not going to get him to do, but try to see what his limits are. So we're pretty much potentially him and RJ in a mud wrestling match. No, so
Worth
so
the price
Chris
of
will be
entry
back.
alone.
Yeah, Chris is lovely. Chris is just so giving his time, and it'll be great to have him back, especially when we get to the movie year. You know, such an important year of the franchise. He's discovered and talked about so many aspects of it, so I'm really looking forward to see what we can come up with for a panel with him. And then next up we have Lee Bradley. So Lee has now Lee will come in for his 3rd year. So this year he did his first panel. Lee is working on something really cool that will be coming out hopefully in time for it, that will be kind of Transformers movie related. Lee's stuff's brilliant. He does a lot of the kind of more other nostalgia stuff as well. Some really cool art prints, some really cool VHS stuff, and I think it's January his new exhibit opens up. So Lee's got some really cool stuff. So looking forward to seeing him again. And then our returning guest, but returning from the very first year. So Jeff was there in the very, very first year, where we obviously had our lowest attendance, just kind of being the starter one, but it was a great experience. You know, my highlight of that weekend was sitting on a Friday night having beers with Simon and Jeff, and then going having dinner with them and just picking their brains. So I am absolutely thrilled to be bringing Jeff back, and we're going to hopefully have something very cool to talk about in relation to the other anniversary of next year, which is the wonderful comic story of Target 2006. So not about a fantastic event. We've got a little bit more stuff to kind of reveal hopefully by the end of next week. In regards to the merchandise, tickets are available at tfukcon.com. £35 for adults, reduced prices for certain kid groups. Some of them are free. It's a great event coming along. Like we talk about it being the UK's coziest fan convention. It is small. We're never going to go massive. It is a fun little event. We've got some really fun stuff planned. The stuff we've got planned for the Saturday night is epic. Talk about community. We've got some community stuff going on the Saturday night that is going to be such a cool way to celebrate what an important year next year is. So please jump onto tfukcon.com, get yourself a ticket. It's sold out the last 2 years. There's a waiting list for this year. I expect we're looking to hopefully have a bigger availability for people to come. We're just waiting for confirmation for the hotel to try and have as many people come along as possible. So please, if you are thinking about coming, please do not wait till last minute because you will end up losing out. I mean, we've got months to go, but get yourself on, get your ticket bought, and we will hopefully see you there.
It's awesome. Can't wait.
Awesome. Right, that's not the end of the news though. It was supposed to be, but then somebody posted this.
Oh.
So this is 01 Studio Kepler 22b Cell Emperor Transparent Luminous Edition. It's their transparent Unicron in green, based off, if I remember correctly, one scene from Transformers Armada. But they've done it before, or at least Hasbro have.
Oh, Hasbro
They
did,
theirs. Yeah. So why not? And it's green. It is very green.
It does suit it, though, doesn't it?
It
looks
really
good.
does.
It's really alarming how good it looks in green.
I know.
I think if I ever sell my unicorn, which is likely, I will buy Studio Cell Unicorn to replace it. Because every time I look at the mold, I think, fuck, it's a good mold.
It's really good.
It is about to get a reissue, Paul, as well. Apparently, the original mold, just so you can know.
I mean,
Like,
Oh,
but it's
really?
so right, yeah.
How much was it when it came out last time? Was it £300?
Yeah, roughly about £300.
there he is.
I think. Yeah,
The Chaos
really
Bringer
nice. That's so good. So
in green.
I don't need it. I
And it
don't need it.
lovely.
I don't need it.
Yeah, you do. Haven't you got the Hasbro version?
Yeah, I got the Hasbro one.
Oh, well, you've got to get this
Manchester this
now.
year.
Otherwise, you've got to complete the set, haven't you?
I genuinely have no room for any more stuff like that
course
size.
not.
I really don't.
You'll
I'm like,
make
oh my
room.
God.
It's funny because it's always been said that it's legend scale, isn't it? It's still fucking massive. Like, oh, that legend scale unicorn, which is the size of a small child.
The detail on it's excellent. And to me, I actually prefer the look of this to the HasLab one. I don't have any dog in the fight. I own neither of them. But I think if I had to choose, I'd probably get the Studio Cell one ahead of the.
If they
HasLab.
upscaled it, I would absolutely. Oh, they
I don't want it
upscaled
in this green, though.
Yeah, the green's lovely. I think that the planet mode Hasbro pull it off better, if I'm honest. Like, but I think that's also partly down to size. But in robot mode, this is just stunning. It's head and shoulders better than the HasLab. It's gorgeous.
Head and shoulders.
Yeah. Cool. Right. We're going to move on to the pickups now.
Can I do my wee bit of news, Paul? Can I do
Your
my
wee
wee
news?
Oh, you got news,
Yeah.
Moth.
All right, that might be a bit for prime time.
I'm
All right.
excited. Yeah. Come on.
I've let me share my screen then. Easier said than done. I wasn't really prepared, was I? It's terrible. Share screen.
Preparation is key. I'll give you some tips next time I see you.
You're giving a tip. Calm down.
If anyone's
Just the tip.
putting comments in the chat,
So you can-
the chat is really far away from my mouse. It's also quite hard to
Do
see.
you want
so
me to click on the chat?
number
Paul?
one, apologies if I put your comment up once or twice. I'm trying to get to all of them. They're coming quite fast. Number two, if you want to write something offensive, I can't screen it. I can't see what it says. So go for it tonight. I will literally play anything. Clicking through
Here's
muscle.
Morris
Just helping, Paul. Just helping.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Cool, thank you very much. Right, so this is to kind of announce something new for Printing Toys. So I'll share it and then I'll quickly give an update. There's no music, so it's just a video file. Oh.
Oh, cool.
Is it about the mud wrestling? Oh no. it's right.
Oh, that looks fit. Nice. feel like it needs a bit of music, Muff.
I know it does, but
Maybe press the one for it.
We needed
No,
trumpets.
That's me. That's all. That's what it is. So essentially, I am. Primetime Toys started from a collectors group where people got together, wanted a specific toy, and Greg would get them and try and get kind of things that people wanted that couldn't get anywhere else. And I kind of want to bring it back to a bit of that. So I'm launching a collectors club. There'll be more details this Sunday. There'll be a video goes up on the socials, Instagram and Facebook, explaining more about it. But there'll be cool 80s brands. I have no idea, Ed. Looking made the design for me, so it could well be the Batman font. It could be, I don't know, it could be any font. I don't know. So yeah, so more details at the weekend. There will be freebies. There'll be fun stuff. There'll be fun stuff for anybody that's coming to Reading that signs up. There'll be opportunities to get stuff as well. So keep an eye on the socials for the weekend. But I thought, I got that pulled together. I thought you'd like to see it.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I know your passion for it as well, which like kind of I know how excited you are. So and I'm obviously equally excited. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, use the previews of some of the stuff that are coming as part of it. Like properly try to get it have a 80s kind of membership feel to it. So it'll be good, bit of fun. So yeah, looking forward to launching it. It will launch officially on the 1st of November.
Exciting stuff. We'll send a link to it in the bottom. But now is time for pickup.
We now return to the Transformers.
What am I going first? Moth sent me a very special. Please.
It sounds gone funny.
I
Again.
spoke too quickly. Talk too fast. The computer can't hack it.
Time.
Talking of Primetime Moth, I was saying, and the Awesome Collectors Club. I ordered some stuff from Primetime, and they've turned up today, and they came with these little freebies that he threw in. Cunningly, these are like a gateway drug, I think, so I need to get more of them. You see these bloody Mad Balls. Is this a new, like, have they got a new mold as well?
So they've got a couple of
This
new
is so
molds
cool.
in. So there's one that's called Puck Face, which is like Jason.
Sorry, what face?
Puck Face.
Oh, pucks.
But yeah, so there's a couple of new fake ones in it as well. But yeah, they are a bit of a gateway drug, Paul.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I loved them. Opened them up, and now I want all of them. So
Proper good bouncy balls by his way as well.
Yeah, my
I've
kids
always loved
discovered
them
that.
for that. Yeah.
The first thing they do is like, how much does it bounce? And it's like, you haven't even checked to see if it's meant to bounce yet. It's already bounced. So they came with my order, which was Dr. Wu. So the first one was Warpath. Have you opened your one up yet, Moth?
Yeah, I've got mine too. I was like, again,
He's so cool,
that's
isn't he?
fun. Yeah.
He's tiny, like he's the size of my eye. He turns into a tank, and actually the transformation's really clever. Like they're the size of Micromasters, with probably not far off Hasbro. No, the Hasbro Warpath was a mental. But
look at the way the feet go are very clever. Like the way the kind of feet go around is very clever. It feels like a very Hasbro feel.
It's got flaps, like flaps.
Oh, you mean flaps?
Yeah, flaps.
You know, like flaps, like flappy flaps.
Flappy flaps. Sorry, in the chat. Just moving my mouse back there. So also got, he comes from Scourge, obviously. And Scourge, what an alt mode this guy pulls off. The size, only slightly bigger than your thumb. You get a little sweep. I don't know why I keep buying these. They're really good little Transformers. Nowhere to go in my collection at all. They look, you can't even display them because like where the fuck can I put them? Even next to a Pookie, it looks like you put something small next to a Titan. So there's nowhere for them to go. But I keep picking them up because they are brilliant, and the Seekers are really cool as well. And now you've said that about Ultra Magnus being one of the best, then I need to pick that up as well. But no, thank you for that, and thank you for the freebies as well. So much appreciated. Should we move on to you then? Primetime Off. What did you get this week?
So I got some Doctor Who figures. I don't know if you've seen them before. So I got Scourge.
Just reviewed them, mate.
Yeah. Oh, did you? I never noticed. So yeah, I got them as well. And then I got after a
lovely
mess up with my Hasbro order and my Hasbro account, I managed to finally get this, and I had a proper panic after saying, Andy, I'll help sort you out. I got my orders cancelled, all these different problems, but managed to fix it and get it. And I'm so chuffed because my disappointment, the only disappointment I had with the original figure was that it combined. Once it's combined, I didn't have the separate prime, so this gives me the option to have the smaller one. So it's really really nice. And then I got in the Lucky's kit, so this is fabulous. Like I just keep picking up, kind of posing it. Just think it's so clever for what it is. Like really really good. I'm so excited for the next combiners. That's good. And then the last bit came in literally just as I was finishing work today, so I've not even opened it. MPG Rat Trap. So we all know that Beast Wars saved the Transformers franchise, and Pete absolutely loves it for that. So Pete, I'll make sure.
Sorry. Sick of on that.
Yeah, and that's me for this week.
Oh, nice pickups. Andy, what did you get this week, sir?
So, I got a little bit of Micronus Prime. I really like the idea of this, and I wanted to check it out. So that arrived today. Got a bit of Micronus Prime. I just want to see how it works from the Pretender perspective, because it's like, to me, it's like a gateway to doing proper Pretenders with a little mini robot inside. Because the mini robot's not that important. If it looks half decent, great. But it's like if you can put a robot inside a shell, Pretenders, man, isn't it?
You're going to do a wee mini review, kind of photo review like you did the other week? Because
nah, I can't be asked. So the wife's still ill. It's not 2 weeks coming up, and literally, like, I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do the show today. So time's at a premium at the moment. I haven't really got time to be messing around with nonsense like that. And then the other thing I got this week was there's a little bit of a story. I'll try and keep it brief. So my son is a massive wrestling fan. Loves wrestling figures. His birthday is coming up in December, and there is a specific wrestling shop called Superpower Toys and Collectibles, which is in Bishop Auckland, not a million miles from where I live. It's run by a really nice guy called Johnny, who also is a Newcastle fan like myself. And we go there every now and again. We always have a nice chat with him. He's such a lovely guy. And last time we were in, my son's looking around. He's kind of taking photos on his phone. So we have a bit of a Christmas/birthday list for him for what he'd like. And I was chatting with Johnny, and he said, "Oh, you're a Transformers fan, aren't you?" He said, some guy came in with a few boxes of G1 original stuff from his childhood. Would you mind just having a look at it and like seeing if he can help me identify some of what it is? Because I'm not really a Transformers fan. He's also a bit younger than we are. So he did, and he got it out, and I helped him. There was a lot of beat up stuff like you'd expect in an old G1 collection. But there was also some little gems in there. Like there was an Action Master Megatron with the tank and everything like that, which I think is the first time I've seen that in hand. There was loads of other action. There was Prowl. I think it's Prowl on his motorbike. Some like really beaten up 84 and 85 bots with bits missing and stuff. And in amongst it as well was this. And because I was helping him out with some of it all, and kind of I gave him a few pointers of prices and put bits together for him so he had it more complete bots. Anyway, he gave me this as a thank you, and it is the G1, I think it's Landfill, isn't he? The Target Master.
Nice.
Not got the Target Masters, but I'm going to try and pick those up at some point on eBay. And it's in really nice condition, for its age and everything. And, you can transform it and you don't have to be scared about it breaking, unlike, a lot of our modern toys. And, I mean, is it the best robot in the world? No. But is it G1 goodness? Hell yes. So, massive thank you to Johnny at Superpower Toys and Collectibles. And if you are a fan of wrestling figures, but also he started selling other stuff now, like Transformers and like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Master of the Universe and other bits and pieces he's got in, and you live in the Northeast, go to Superpower Toys and Collectibles in Bishop Auckland, because he's a really nice bloke and it's a nice little shop to go and visit. He's also not open that often, so check Facebook, because he's got a Superpower Toys and Collectibles group on Facebook. Go check that page before you turn up at his shop.
To be fair, he's more open than 99% of all the shops on Bishop Auckland's High Street.
I was going to say, don't go anywhere else in Bishop Auckland, with all due respect to the place.
It's the only shop which is open.
I made that mistake the first time I went there. I was oh, let's have a
Crazy,
wander
isn't
down the
it?
high street. Oh my god.
It's the most shut down high street I've ever seen, and it's long as well. Adam Summers said he might be getting to Action Masters next year. Just a little pro tip. It sounds like
good
a
year
great
of time,
thing,
by the way.
Action Masters. It's actually really boring. And I've got into I think I got into 2 and then I quit.
Can I just say as well, somebody mentioned in the chat, and I really should have put it into the news, and I apologize for not, but there are these rumors that we are getting a Skybound based adult aimed Transformers cartoon series in the works currently. I've not seen anything that's actually confirmed this to be true, but the rumors seem to be pretty strong. They've made it into all the Transformers websites. But yeah, so that should be coming along. And also a big shout out to Francis on Twitter, who's a Newcastle United parody account who posts nonsense stories and stupid stuff. And so far, 3 of his recent stories have been published by Sky Sports and other proper football news agencies who are actually believing it. What was the latest one? Was it Joe Willock? No, the latest
Joe
one.
Willock was brilliant.
Yeah, one of them he's posted was that Joe Willock got lost for 6 hours in a maze and had to call for assistance to be rescued, which was nonsense. A previous one was that we'd left one of our players behind in South Korea after our tour there, which actually got run on Sky Sports News as a real story. It's literally a fake account. It's just a joke. And the last one was that Newcastle only actually wanted £60 million for Isaac. And due to a typo or something, we ended up getting 125 plus 5 million in the bonuses he gave up. So
do you see Liverpool were Darwin Nunez, and it was them where I can't remember where they bought him from Atletico, and they said they sent a email through saying, "Can we buy him for like 60 million or something?" And they said, "Oh, they must be joking. Ask them for 100 million." And they emailed Liverpool back, and Liverpool went, "Yep, we'll do that. 100 million."
Yeah, well, somebody said that's another thing, which was from Scooby Doo, and it was Isaac there all tied up by the gang, and they pulled off his mask, and it was Darwin Nunez in disguise. But anyway, enough football bants. We'll save that one for football the show.
Football the show, don't we? We need to do it. Right, over to you, Pete. What did you get this week?
Could you share my screen, please?
Of course I can, sir. Ooh.
So I got the last 2 Craftsman Toys Technobots, and this is their Lightspeed, and this is their Strafe, and they are absolutely bloody lovely. If you are not collecting Craftsman Toys Technobots, I don't know what you're doing with your life, if I'm honest. They are
All right, calm down, dickhead.
they're just glorious, and they're so fun to mess with. And they're all
Is that it?
yeah,
I thought you were doing like a proper full thing.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't get a chance. I meant to today, but I was messing with them, and I just run out of time today. But
Did you end up spending ages playing with them and transforming them? And go, oh fuck!
It's fine around there, Finn.
then I got the other 3 out, and then I was like, "Oh, I should be working."
You people who work from home make me sick. Oh, I should be working.
So nostalgic. I think they've just nailed it. Whilst the bot modes might be a little bit stylized, the alt modes definitely aren't. You know, Strafe even is glorious, but I think my favorite of the set now, it was Nose Cone. It's just like, look how cool. It's just so compact.
Yeah, it's
and
great.
I've just nailed it. I can't wait to combine it. I'm going to do that this weekend, I think. But it's just so reasonably well priced, so well engineered, so much character. They're just bloody lovely. Just absolutely love them. And then I got some more bits. I got Sandman from Spider-Man and another Electro. I actually bought 2 Electros because I forgot I already had one. So Actually, no, you've got too many Spider-Men when you're buying multiple versions. I need a spreadsheet. And for something a little bit different, because I am a bit stuck in my ways.
No.
I like. I know what I like, and I like what I know. However, I thought no, I'm not that diverse.
I'm not pervert.
I took a chance on eBay and I bought some Transformers Prime bots.
Yay! Thundertron!
Yeah, so Thundertron, these literally turned up today. So Thundertron and Ultra Magnus.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that's not the best Ultra Magnus.
No.
That was a version they released, and I'm not really sure why, because it doesn't look like Ultra Magnus does in the cartoon, and yeah.
It's shit.
Basically, yeah. You didn't get the good version, I could tell.
No. As I got it out of the box, I was being sick in the box.
It's not Beast Wars.
So we'll get a go. I'm not sure if I'm firmly invested with the line as these two. With these,
They
two
are,
being
they are like 2010.
Yeah, and that's
you've got to accept the reality.
They suckered me in with the pictures and the product shots, didn't they?
Thundertron is a lovely display piece, though.
And do you know what? I think I'll have a bit of a prime shelf, and we'll have a go. I don't know if I'm going to go all in, and I don't know if I will get them unless they're at a very, very reasonable price. However, trying to experience different bots in what is a massive franchise rather than just sticking in my lane. But we'll see.
Very commendable.
We'll see.
Very commendable, Pete. It's what we should all be doing.
Good man.
No borders. You like Doctors Without Borders, but just Transformers and plastic stuff. Robert Cobb said, Pete, look at the RID 2015 figures. They are amazing.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
No, I'm up for that.
Mr.
Yes,
Good
I
said
am
that
gonna
you're
get a
buying
booklet.
X-Men Knights of Apocalypse.
I will do, yes.
Cool.
Because it's only money.
Pete, did
These
you,
countries is better,
did you do the Sentinel? When they did the Sentinel, did you buy
No.
that?
No.
Oh. If only you knew a friend who maybe had a spare.
No. Because even if I had a friend that had a spare, I don't have any in space.
But you're getting the Apocalypse, that's bigger. But that's different because Apocalypse.
That's why he's got no space.
I'm well excited for the quiz later. Should we do foreplay?
Let's.
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. Don't think you want to join in.
So, leading up to our 300th episode, Andy came up with the great idea of choosing our favourite part of the Combiner team. So many Combiner teams to go through, but we're going to start off with the Constructicons because Superior's really boring and I'm away next week. So I've asked them to do Superior next week.
Also, the Constructicons
shit
is first,
frames.
so we're kind of doing it in chronological order.
Are we going all the way up to like Raiden and stuff and then Monster Bots? Or
I mean, we were just going to do the Western releases, but if you want
Yeah.
to do Raiden, no, because I have no idea who any of them are.
can I just do
Yeah.
that? Can we do a
We
foreplay
lost
one
interest
with
on it.
me? And then just
Yeah,
do
we'll
all
have
my
gone on to
fa-
something else and
my
wandered
top
off.
10 trains.
Just trains.
Right, who wants to kick us off with this? Andy? Go on, Andy.
Yeah, go on then. Right, it's a simple thing. It's Scrapper. Scrapper is the best Constructicon. He's the best. He looks the best. He was nominally the leader of the Constructicons back in G1, although there's arguments about that now, over whether it's him or can't remember which other member it is. But it isn't. It's Scrapper. Everybody knows it's Scrapper. Done dirty in IDW when they killed him. Absolutely scandalous. Disgraceful. But he is great. The only Constructicon I ever had as a child as well, which may be part of the reason why I love him so much. But he's the best. He looks the best. His proportions are the best. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, doesn't matter what version of him you get, he's the best. Like, nobody comes close to this. Who are you going to go for? Box Gob?
Box Gob. Is that
Mix
what it's
Master? I mean, who wants a cement mixer? Bloody hell. Stay there while I very slowly get some cement ready. You know, he's thinking, no, I'm joking. But Scrapper is the best, undoubtedly.
Cool. So
Anyway.
I went for Mix Master. Right. So I don't really like the Constructicons at all.
I don't like any of them. Just pick a random one.
Like choosing your favourite member of Jedward. Who's this one?
Long Haul.
Bone Crusher. Longhorn.
Oh, it's Long Haul. He's lovely.
So
Big
I
dude.
went for Longhorn, but I went for the gold version. You get from Blockies, just because I really like Blockies in
I
terms
feel
of
like this is a flex now, just to show that you've got
I
the
just
gold
love
version
gold
of Long
Blockies and Longhaul. So I have got. I don't know. I just not a fan. I'd go for Longhaul. Longhaul's
I'm
my
kind of
favourite.
with you, Paul, on the aspect of I think the problem is Devastator's such a good.
Yeah.
Of all the combiners, I think Devastator's the one that stands out as Devastator being much more important than its individual bits, and I think that's the challenge. Like the other ones, I think are a bit different.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're the same color, aren't they? Like when you see Devastator, looks so impressive in this the '86 movie, doesn't he? So cool. If he was though not a combiner, and he was just some sort of massive like, I don't know, industrial JCB vehicle, I probably would like him more. So carrying on the theme of our favourite limb, Pete.
6 trains that combine into a big train.
Oh, I love trains.
I've gone for Mixmaster because
Get out.
contrary to what Andy says,
What is cool? Look at him.
Look
at his feet.
I don't want to sound combiner racist, but they do look the same, all of them.
Yeah.
What's going on with his stompy feet?
I couldn't work out for the blockies which one was which. I'm like, what one's which? I don't know. They all look the same.
Evens. That's what you are.
For
Anyway.
me, is it really an enjoyable toy if it isn't a cement mixer? I don't know. I think anyone
Yes,
that
more so if anything.
anything more. But I think, we've looked at Mixmaster too one-dimensional because I think, in the 80s, the disc jockey world was becoming a little bit more prolific. So I think Mixmaster, I think he was really the musical guru in the team.
You're getting muddled up. Why is he actually the turntable?
He can be whatever he wants to be. I mean, we're looking at it. It goes, all he does is mix cement. No, he mixes tunes.
You've only chosen Mixmaster, so you can do such a good.
Yes, I have, because the Constructicons are shit.
He sent that picture to us earlier in the week. I didn't think he was serious. Here we are.
So
I
Mixmaster.
underestimated you for the last time.
Mixmaster was the best one.
When do we get to the good Constructicons, like Computertron? Is that like 6?
Not until we get to the sequence. Anyway, carry on.
We can discuss that Transformers the Nation.
I love Transformers the Nation. Right, is it everyone prime time? Have you got?
I've started to go. So Andy raised a very good point that in the comics there was a death of a character, and they then had to recruit a new Constructicon. So I figure that counts a Constructicon. So it is actually the right answer is Scoop. Finally, Scoop's the right answer.
Scoop is so good. He's much.
Oh,
better
you
than
should have brought the. Wasn't he in green? At TFN, there was a Japanese version of it. You could have had that. Yeah.
Hauler wasn't Hauler one of the Constructicons originally?
Well, yeah, he was retconned to be one of them.
If you want to throw a wee bit of more IPW bit in, you can kind of go with
Prowl.
You go Prowl.
Yeah, except Prowl was crap.
I've had this upgrade kit for years to put on. I've never done it until I got the Studio Series. So I was like, I'll get a bit more now. So
Devastator.
I struggled. I was like, I had none of these. I had at least one of every other limb of the combiners. I had nothing of the Constructicons, so I have no affiliation to any of them. I always just look at it as being Devastator. So I really struggled. I probably went the long haul because it looked like a Tonka truck, and that's about it.
Can I just say, Guzzy, that's fine, but we're talking about Constructicons here. Stay on course. Stay on topic, son. Don't drift.
Alpha
You're
Bravo's
drifting.
definitely the best Constructicon.
We will get to the area.
Don't muddy the waters right now. We'll
That
get
will
to
be
that.
next week, and have a great time doing that. Of 5 of the exact same Transformers.
You'll have to dial in from wherever you are, Paul, just to join in the conversation.
No. Right.
No.
Not today.
Paul
Are we
says
doing
no.
it? Are we doing a social corner?
Yes, we are.
Almost accidentally pressed my face, so I can't see. I'm not sure this.
At
was
least
a good
Guzzy
idea.
agrees with you, Moff. What about Prowl, anyway?
Is it time to get the binoculars?
Ed, we're not talking Protectobot. Save that for the Protectobot week, son. Keep that going.
What is wrong with our chat?
We'll
Why
do the
can you
quiz
not follow
intro.
instructions?
Basic instructions.
Introducing new Fruitomic Punch Gushers with a taste that's gonna drive you fruity. It's very, very different.
There we go. It's Gushers. It's Gushers. Go for it,
Who
sir.
doesn't enjoy a gusher?
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Um,
I'm gushing over
Anytime
that.
you're ready.
That's a gushing.
Stop it. Lex to draw stuff. On Andy, you shared this. But this on
Yeah,
Twitter
it's an
or
original.
not?
He's done well, he or she, I don't know, because I don't know Lex to draw stuff, but I love the artwork on social media. Anyway, they've done an original commission, which is called, I think it was Gunscape, was it?
Yes.
And so this is an original kind of like Titan size bot. And they just look cool. I like it when, don't get me wrong, we all love artwork of our characters we love, but something new that still looks like it could actually be straight out of the Transformers universe is always cool, and that was cool. Is cool.
Yeah.
The alt
Very
mode.
cool.
The alt mode is even cooler, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just-
It makes me think of Thundertron and the Star. Well, they were called the Star Seekers, but then they're Star Raiders now, aren't they? That's the kind of thing that
Yeah.
looks like a ship. So that's the kind of thing, because they're
Any
space pirates.
space pirate ships, which still have like really impractical stuff like bows and like stuff you can stand on, which you would not be able to do in
Stuff
space.
that you don't
Love it.
need.
Yeah. That they can.
Or that look like a train. Anything like that. It's always
Slagging
great.
off trains, honestly.
I'm not. I was saying it would be good.
Really, my Chris.
Trains.
Scully Light, I just really like this. They are selling the print at TFCon and we're showing it off on Blue Sky, and there's just so many talented people. I just really liked it.
That is very cool.
These are all out of order, but anyway. The Devil's Range.
Can't get the stuff.
No, I had one job. The Devil.
You didn't even have that many pictures yourself.
Yeah. Didn't even order them, you lazy bastard. Devil's Reign.
197 pictures in the news last week. 197 people, and they're all in order. Anyway,
as you can tell by the number 3, there are at least 3 pictures. I don't know what order they're in. We're going to find out together.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
But
that's cool.
They've been doing versions from the new cartoon, which is
Sonic.
First world.
Yeah.
Yeah. One.
Will the next picture be the? Oh no, it's something else.
Oh no, number 1. So the Prime, we've had the Megatron.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that works.
Bumblebee. I'll smash this all in exactly the same order. And a little one. I never doubted it for a second.
Hi,
But
night.
some
Hey, NY Hunter's in.
some quality artwork.
Yeah.
Very talented, very talented individual.
Yeah, that's cool. NY Hunter, are you at TFCon? Let us know in the chat.
No.
My favourite bit when Nye comes into the chat is how happy Mick gets. And then how happy Nye gets as well. Then I get a little bit sad that I'm not really close friends with them both.
Oh.
One day we will be. The three of us.
Is that Blockies?
Transform, yes, it is. And
Wonderful.
what happens when you mix the Unicron head with the Cookie Monster, also released by Blockies?
That's brilliant.
Perfection. We peaked as a race. That's it now.
Interchangeable. This is what the Blockies survivors did. This is why they did it.
Cookie. Oh, God.
Whoa.
Jeez.
That's nightmare fuel. That's like AI generated it to make me cry.
That's great.
Oh, dear. Cookie. Oh, God. Now the chat's just full of Micks and Pauls and... Paul, you're encouraging it. Stop it. Oh, look. It's the best Constructicon.
Well, yeah,
It's Scrapper.
Notice
Why
how I
do you
didn't
think
pick
so
any
sexy?
artwork of any other Constructicons because the rest don't matter. Is this V Sparks or is it 7 in Roman numerals? I don't know, but it's a very, very cool piece of scrapper artwork. And that was socials this week.
Paul's too busy in the live chat.
Great.
What?
Great socials. Socials. Right, what's next? Discussion. We haven't done that. Social. We've done quiz.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
yes.
so excited for this. Right, let's do the bloody quiz, yeah?
Go on then. Oh, crap.
All right.
That's the wrong thing.
Bloody quiz, y'all.
Any of the intros. Hopefully, this is something we can broadcast. There we go.
Well, that's enough.
Kind of work.
It kind of did. Right, quiz time. I can't speak. Quiz time. I've not even added. Well, I've had a can. Right, it's the usual quiz. I was going to try and mix it up this week and have a bit of a picture round, but I ran out of time. Due to like having to take my wife to the doctors and stuff. So instead, it's the usual quiz, which means 5 questions, multiple choice, and then a tiebreaker, which we do anyway, even when someone's won, because it's just fun. Why the hell not? If you're at home, please join in. You get nothing but your own feeling of pride in yourself, but that's priceless, isn't it? And on our contestants this week are the lovely Pete. How are you today, Pete?
Feeling nimble, feeling fresh, and ready to give it a good go.
That's loser talk. How are you doing today?
Brutal.
We're not allowed to use the C word anymore, are we?
No. Off air you can.
I'm good, thanks, Andy. I've got 9 more months until Transformers the Nation 2026, which means I stand as Quizmaster, conqueror of all I see, including RJ, anyone from those charity people, and
all right, you're milking it now.
as well, my team captain.
And we also have Graham. How are you doing today, Graham?
How did I follow up these two idiots?
I think you just did. Right. Lads, you need to go into the private chat. You need to make sure you can't see the live chat. No cheating. Not that I'm looking at any particular member of our contestants. Paul.
Did you get a massive screen so that you can have 17 windows open?
And now we can't see it. We can't see the live chat.
It's when he's
to
doing
read
this.
the questions.
It's when he has to wheel his way down to the end and come back. Anyway, all answers, please, guys, into our private chat that only we can see. And, well, you know the deal by this point. You know how to play. Are we all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Are we ready at home? I can't hear you answer, so I'm just going to assume you said yes. All right, here we go. Question. Stop it, Bisto. Right, here we go. Question number 1. If G1 Megatron has a fusion cannon, what did Galvatron have instead? Was it A, a fusion particle cannon? Was it B, a particle beam cannon? Or C, a fusion beam cannon? So if G1 Megatron has a fusion cannon, what did Galvatron have instead? A fusion particle cannon, B, a particle beam cannon, C, a fusion beam cannon, or apparently D,
Sorry, I'm just
erectile
laughing
dysfunction.
Prime time offset.
Are you all just copying each other?
Erectile, and then everyone copied me. No, how can
I know, Paul, you put your answer
Anyone.
first. Yes, I know. I'm pretty sure you guessed it, but you did put your answer first, so well done.
And I did guess it.
And you did get it right. So did everybody else. Well done. It was a particle beam cannon. A nice easy one. Just an easy win. Just to lube you up. Right, let's move on to question number 2. According to his tech specs, at least on the back of the retro packaging that I had next to me when I was doing this, what was G1 Gear's function? So what was his function? Was it A, transport reconnaissance? Was it B, demolitions expert? Or was it C, construction engineer? So on the back of G1 Gear's retro box, what was his function listed at? Was it A, transport reconnaissance, B, demolitions expert, or C, construction engineer? And no, he's not. Well, it might have been that, print them off, but I'm not broadcasting that filth. Unbelievable. Anyway, you all got a point last round, sir, but I forgot to mention that, so you're all on 1 point. All answers are in now, including something we won't broadcast from the Moth. You've changed, man. You've changed. Right. So, Moth, you went for transport reconnaissance. Pete, you went for construction engineer. And Paul, you copied Moth and went for transport reconnaissance. And that was the correct decision, Paul. It's transport reconnaissance. So that's now 2 points to Moth. Paul, hanging on to those coattails through the live.
And I think that's the first time I've known an answer, like, and just not guessed. So
And
I'm happy.
Pete,
I'm done.
Pete, on just 1 single point. Un point. Right, number 3. Which of the following was not a G2 bot? A, crash test. B, bullet bike. C, crumple zone. Which of those was not a G2 bot? A, crash test. B, bullet bike. C, crumple zone. The answers are going in. Paul's waiting to see what the chat says. I can see you looking over there. What are you looking at? It's literally, you're literally
It's so
looking.
stupid, 'cause it's so far away. You can tell where I'm looking now. Beforehand, all I had to do was this, Andy.
I know.
Now I have to go like this.
Anyway, you've all gone for B, which is bullet bike, and that is the wrong answer. Bullet bike was a G2 bot. The correct answer was crumple zone, who of course followed later on, most famously known in Transformers Cybertron. So yeah, crash test was also a G2 bot. Ooh. Or at least a G2 character anyway. Right, number 4. Number 4. Wow, we're already in number 4. In the Marvel Transformers crossover line, what was Thor's? That's Thor, God of Thunder. What was Thor's alt mode? Was he
Andy.
yeah?
Sorry, that question's too hard.
No, it's not. I've got 3 choices for you. Just pick one. Was he A, jet fighter? I'd love to see that on a proper game show. No, can I have an easy question?
You just stop.
I lost it.
That's mental.
Because that's
You
what
would
I don't
that.
know the answer to. So.
If you know the answer to that in the chat, please.
Here we
stick
go.
with that.
Right, stop killing for time. Was he A, a jet fighter, B, a tank, or C, a truck? I've just realised Paul was killing for time, so we can get. So A, a jet fighter, B, a tank, or C, a truck. Thor. Huh. Good God. What is it good for? Lightning. And killing Thanos. Right,
Well played.
Paul,
Pete
you
played
went for
the right
C,
game. That was good, Pete. I like
a
that.
truck. Pete went for B, a tank. And Moth, you went for A, a jet. Thor is the god of thunder. Thunder and lightning in the sky. He was a jet. was obviously a jet. Come on, he was an A10 Thunderbolt as well, because it's called Thunderbolt. So,
Hulk was a
Moth,
tank.
you got the point.
Hulk was a tank. That was the only one I knew was a Hulk was a tank. Looking into the rest.
So you got 3 points. Paul, 2 points. Pete, are you still stuck on 1 point?
So I'll win the tiebreaker. It's fine.
Fair enough.
I'm just jogging at the back at the minute.
Taking your time, letting the pace runner do all the work. Anyway, number 5, last of the normal questions. Which 1989 G1 Pretender is believed to have originally been conceived as a Decepticon? So this is a theory, okay? That one of the 1989 G1 Pretender Autobots was originally supposed to be a Decepticon. Is it A? Wait, hang on. Is it A? No, it's not Thundergoth, Paul. Is it A, Doubleheader? Is it B, Pincher? Or is it C, Longtooth? A, Doubleheader, B, Pincher, or C, Longtooth? Which of those was supposed to be, maybe, allegedly, a Decepticon, but got switched by Hasbro to be an Autobot?
What's the first one? Longtooth. A.
Doubleheader was A, Pincher was B, and C was Longtooth.
Oh, I'm thinking A because I thought it was a Decepticon anyway.
Well, that's lovely, and I'm glad you put that because it means that you've all put a different answer. So the correct answer was not what Paul put. It was not what Moth put. It was what Pete put. It was Longtooth. So the belief is that because he's got a skull belt, and he's kind of a monster-looking thing, that he was originally. 2 of the other members of the Decepticon ones had skull belts as well, so kind of people think that there was a bit of a switch around.
That makes sense.
I don't know if Hasbro have ever confirmed anything, though. So, Pete, you're up to 2 points. Paul, you're on 2 points. And Moff, you're on 3 points.
Well,
Everything to play for now as we play the tiebreaker question that makes the rest of the quiz almost completely pointless. Here we go.
Oh.
Look at this. You're right there, Pete.
Panic.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
2 minutes ago.
I think this question's quite easy.
We could just play the tiebreaker each week.
You know the answer.
No, but I mean, even if I didn't, I picked it
Okay.
because I was tired and I wanted to get on with other things. Here we go. In what year did the original IDW continuity begin? Closest answer wins, and if there's a tie, it's the fastest to have put their answer. So in what year did the original IDW continuity begin? Pete's straight in there with his guess. Paul's in there with his. Moth's in there with his. Right, I can reveal, because obviously the people at home can't see your answers, I can reveal that of the 3 answers, one contestant, who is a member, you're all members to me, one contestant has got the answer bang on. Paul, I don't know how you keep doing it, but you got the wrong answer. So, Pete, you absolutely smashed it. Wide. It's wrong. You got the wrong answer. Moth was correct with 2005. Pete, you guessed 2009. And Paul, you went for 2008, which were, decent guesses. But Moth, you were spot on. 2005. Stealing it from you at the end. Anyway, thank you for playing the quiz. At home. Yeah, that's it, really. Let's crack on.
Oh, no, that's a highlight of my week.
Every time we have a guest on, they win the quiz.
Do you know, I like seeing when people are putting in the comments about how many they've got right.
Yeah.
Because, Yeah, Jacob got it, yeah. Well, I said it was easy, Jacob. To those of us with Transformers knowledge.
Easy to do it when you're at home. Easy to do it when you're at home.
Is that it, when you're not under the pressure? In front of a live audience.
If you just don't know any of the answers as well.
Yeah. With the wiki open on your tablet.
Who's got the wiki open on their tablet? Oh, Paul, I love
It's
the
not
fact
that.
you kept looking over at the live.
He's got an earbud in here and he's like, Emma, the question is.
Well done, though, Moth. Well done.
Cheers.
And I got some right, so I'm happy with that.
And Pete, you participated.
I guessed a question. And if anything, it's not what it's really about at the end of the day.
That's it, Ed. Ed's got it. Yeah, he understands.
Right, should we move on to our discussion? Should we discuss some stuff?
Yeah,
with
let's
me?
discuss some stuff.
Let's discuss it. Let's get some
chat.
time to discuss. We don't talk enough nowadays, all of us, and I mean that broadly, like all Transformers fans. Let's talk.
We now return to the Transformers.
Yes. So why did Transformers in the 80s continue to do so well? That's the question for tonight. Transformers didn't die. And I understand that He-Man didn't die. I understand that Thundercats didn't die. I understand that Michael Masters and all the other things in the 80s, they didn't die because we all had the nostalgia bug and they all came back. But if you were to look at one thing, apart from Star Wars maybe, from the 80s, which came back, because Star Wars is more 70s, you would say that Transformers not only stuck it out, but when it did come back, it came back bold in 2007 with the Transformers film. TF1 wasn't amazing, but it hasn't done that well, but it still continues. And there's so many sublines. It is more powerful, it's more bigger, it's in the top 20 grossing films of all time. When you compare it to He-Man, you compare it to Thundercats, there is no competition. Transformers won. Why was that? And we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to have discussions. So get involved in the chat. There's loads of things we want to discuss. One of the big things I think is like when we got to the stage of the movies and you had the 86 movies, it got a reset. He-Man did get a reset, but it didn't get a movie. And it came with another cartoon in the 90s. It was a bit weird. And in space, Thundercats never really got reset or a movie. You also had the He-Man live action movie. Did that steer things wrong? So that is what we're going to be chatting about tonight.
Paul, I think it's worth pointing out something. I think you mentioned it or Moth? I can't remember who it was who mentioned before we started the show that there are other toy lines that people are mentioning and other franchises like Star Trek, for example. But they went years where there was nothing.
Yeah,
there was no toys, no TV shows, no any. Whereas the thing with Transformers, and we're not saying it's on its own, but Transformers has never stopped. Now there'll be US fans watching that'll go, well, it did because G1 ended and then we had a gap. Well, you did in America, but in other places of the world, like here in the UK and Europe, we didn't. It didn't stop. There was Transformers product put out every year. So we're looking at why, aren't we? Why did Transformers keep going even when popularity waned? How has it managed to survive all this time? And one thing I will just quickly pull you up on, which we can discuss later on, you mentioned about like the 2007 movie bringing it back. It was still there. Transformers was still going. It was going quite strong after the Unicron trilogy. The popularity had gone up.
By the height.
The 2007 movie just skyrocketed it. Massive bump. But anyway, discuss.
We are talking about the toys as well. So this is the toys have been in, like, because Jacob quite rightly, Star Trek has always been around there. And so is James Bond, and they've been consistent, haven't they? So, but the toys, less so. They've not been impactful. We're talking about the toys from the 80s. Star Wars, I'd get that. That's been there or thereabouts.
When you say Star Trek's always been around, what do you mean? Because the
Trek,
reruns of the original show, I suppose, were around. But
since the 80s, the same time as Transformers, Star Trek's been continuous, hasn't it? You could say that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
The toys, and we're talking about the toys today.
There's been years where there's not been stuff in it. It was me that kind of raised that point. And the only other line that has been around for longer is Barbie. Barbie's the only line that's had more years of new toys every single year. Every other one of the franchises that we talked about had points where it was put off. Turtles only had one. Like, give it its credit. Turtles is probably the third.
Turtles, yeah.
Line. It had one year where all it had was reissues, 2001, I think. Every other year they've had new ones, but Transformers is new molds every single year since 1984, which is is unbelievable. There's nothing. Star Wars had years of lulls. Thundercats, He-Man, they all had years of lulls. Transformers has never had that for a UK audience, as you correctly said, Andy. That we've always had something new continually going on, and I think it is just it's remarkable. Why how that's actually happened.
But why is it? And that's what we'll discuss. Like, why is it? And like, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but you look at Turtles, you look at He-Man, you look at Thundercats. None of them had trains that turned into companions. Not one.
But you've hit the nail on the head, Paul. Trains. Or more specifically, as Bisto said, transforming alien robots. That's why Transformers was so hugely popular and remains popular. Because when you're a little kid, and this isn't controversial, what I'm about to say. This is factual. Hasbro aimed the Transformers line at boys back in the day. They did back in. And what boy in the 80s, generally speaking, didn't love either toy cars, toy jets, toy microscopes. Anyway, but like vehicles and things. But they could also be a robot. I mean, robots were cool, and I don't think robots have ever stopped being cool. Maybe GoBots, but apart from that, they never really stopped being cool. So you've got this perfect mix as a product. It's then just making sure you're kind of delivering it effectively, which the G1 cartoon did brilliantly, the comic books did brilliantly, and I think people even now, toy companies look back at what Transformers did with their assault on, their audience with this three-pronged attack of the comic books, the
what do you
toys
think,
and the cartoons, and it's just perfect.
What are your thoughts, sir?
I think Andy's right. I think Transformers offered it's a different type of toy, isn't it? Because it could be robot, vehicle or whatever it transformed into, but it was the transforming concept, I think, that never went out of fashion, where Barbie has predominantly been aimed at little girls, and that's kind of stayed the test of time. But I think the Turtles and Thundercats and He-Man, they're all very similar, aren't they? There was no reinvention of characters. They in essence were figures, and figures didn't do anything. And I think the Transformers stuff did. So I think it's that transforming concept that's kept it going. And you add in the toy line and the other bits of media like Andy was alluding to, and I think it whilst it might not have maintained its popularity, it almost kept some continuity as to you knew what you were getting. Whereas how many versions of Lion-O do you need, or how many versions of He-Man? But certainly in that era, we're not talking about collector's era. We're talking about little Tommy going to the toy shop with his mum, and his mum's not going to buy another version of He-Man that he's already got.
They offered such a different play pattern, didn't they? They offered such a different play pattern that the Thundercat, your Lion-O, your He-Man, they're the same play pattern. Transformers is something so different, like anything else that was out there.
Two things. Firstly, Dave Wayne, Mr. Toy Slice, if you've never turned Barbie into a tank, you're just not trying. And secondly, Sunstreaker Titan, I didn't say it was just the toys. I did mention the other media as well, and the Hasbro's three-pronged attack. So, just saying.
It's that three-pronged attack which really worked, wasn't it? When you look at the 86 movie, it wasn't that successful. But dear God, did it sear a image into my mind which lived forever. And like the thing it done, which was they criticised it a lot, didn't they? But it reset the line. They said, let's get rid of these. Let's bring these in. You didn't see that with Thundercats, did you? They didn't go, right, do you enjoy these? We're going to mix them in with these new Thundercats. No, that never really happened. There was never really
Thundercats come
released at the
afterwards,
cinema. Yeah.
Do you think they learned from that? Do you think other toy lines learned, right, well, you don't kill your core cast if the kids like them?
Yeah.
Because like even G.I. Joe, the Hasbro changed the G.I. Joe movie, didn't they? Originally in it, what's he called again? Duke? He dies. But they changed it very hastily and re-edited the ending, so you heard a voiceover thing saying, "Oh no, he's all right. He's just in a coma." Because the reaction to what was really died so strong. Yeah, he's not dead. Well. He's just sleeping.
They said that the greatest Transformer of them all, Optimus Prime, will return, but that wasn't in the theatrical release.
No, it wasn't. That came later on in the videos and stuff. He was well gone. Well deed. He was grey, and his head went.
But I think the internet at the time, and I was like, went to the cinema and he died, and then like 2 years later, when I was like 8, like we got a VHS of it. I was like, let's watch it again, and then suddenly at the end it goes, and the greatest leader of them all will return, and you're like, what is there? Is he coming back? Because you don't get to see, like, there wasn't. I couldn't get any more VHSs from what was going on, and without the internet, you just can't confirm that stuff, and it's like a mystery.
Was that like a cliffhanger for you for years?
It was. Yeah. It was a cliffhanger.
I think Transformers
killed him. He was coming back.
But I think on that movie point, though, that's what kept Transformers going is the fact
Yeah.
that there are, even now, there are still different characters being introduced. Maybe not so much different molds all the time, but they're at least trying to add a couple of characters every year or every new wave and stuff. And you don't get that with Thundercats or He-Man. They exhaust the product list. And even when you look at Masterverse, so they had the first few waves of Masterverse, then they start releasing the same characters again, just slightly different. And it's like you're going, how many versions of Teela do you need? It's back banging the same drum. We'll just tweak it slightly. But then when you look at, Transformers, they've got such a raft of characters to play with, and they've got different avenues the stories can take, and yada yada yada. And I think it allows that longevity of it because it's never finished.
No, and that aspect in the 80s very much you saw that in the evolution, because they brought in headmasters, they bring in territory masters, they bring in pretenders. They were always evolving, always trying to go what's the new thing. So it was like, as you say, Pete, like you're just doing the same figure, and He-Man always tried to put a wee different thing in, still just a figure. It doesn't really change. And Turtles had that as well, and it's like, how do you evolve it? Whereas Transformers has that fantastic ability that it can go with a new gimmick that becomes something different.
It's the reimagining of it, isn't it? I mean, that's right. I'm going to say this, and Pete, get your bucket. But Beast Wars did that. Beast Wars reimagined Transformers for another generation 10 years later, and it is now, and was probably at the time eventually, very, very popular. Then you had probably the Unicron trilogy was the next bit where it really reimagined it. RID in 2001 helped because it took it back. I mean, that was the Japanese, that was Takara that kind of pushed on that. They wanted it right. Let's get back to cars now because the Beast thing seems to have run its course. Unicron trilogy was reimagining a lot of the same names from G1, but very different characters or very different looking toys with more sci-fi type modes for some of them. That is, and somebody said it in the chat as well, that ability to reimagine the same thing over and over again and tweak it and change it so it's not just, oh look, it's another He-Man figure, but this time we gave him slightly different armor, or oh, it's another Lion-O, but he's got a different sword and now he's got a gimmick that he has a punching arm, or whatever it is. There's only so many times you could do that with just straight up action figures. With Transformers, you could argue the possibilities are endless, because look at the random alt modes we've had for some toys. It's amazing.
Do you do that for like even just the Optimus and He-Man? How many He-Mans do you actually need? Like, okay, you maybe want the battle armor He-Man, you want maybe you're not going to get 10. You could easily do that with Optimus when you add all the different variations. Primal and RID Optimus, and you could easily go, well, actually, you're easily into double figures, and that's the aspect that even if you've had so many Optimus Primes, they can still do more, and it's because they've built now. The fact they've had that longevity, that means that, and that reinvention means it's easier for them to go, do a Masterverse bit of, actually, we gave you a good Megatron, but we're going to give you another Megatron. We give you a good Soundwave, we're going to give you another good Soundwave, because they've built that brand for so many years. The brands try to do it the early stage of their brand, and you're not going to do that.
Yeah, that functionality, like that key gimmick, is the thing which keeps it going. It's not just that, but I always think, like, what was the thing that when we were kids at school, when we were like 14, 15, trying to act cool, that we got back into? We were like, should we bring our Transformers into school? Like, we didn't say, should we bring our Thundercats? No one gave a fuck. But Transformers, we were like, let's get them. And like, we were looking at each other and we're being really silly here, but let's do it, definitely. And not one person chickened out. Everyone brought their Transformers in school the next day when we were 14, 15 years old. And Transformers were long dead. And it was like 1994, 1995 was that age. How do you think the film, the 86 film, that emotionally affected me as a kid, like watching that film and watching your heroes die? Like there is no film I watched, maybe Watership Down, because it was fucking horrific. Outside of that, never really affected me that much. Like Transformers the film did, like, to see your heroes die like that. I wonder if that has seared it in a little bit more, so that we almost kept the franchise going, that when it did come back, we were like, oh, we'll push it on and we'll push it on and push it on. You had Beast Wars, we had no love for that at the time if you didn't watch it. But in the 2000s, when suddenly Transformers came back, you had all the Beast Wars fans, you had all the G1 fans, and in 2007, like there wasn't loads beforehand, apart from I think a few masterpiece releases, alternators, stuff like that. When that 2007 film got announced in 2005 that they were going to make an actual real life Transformers, I remember telling my mum about it because she would be the only person in the world who would understand. Do you remember how much I love Transformers? Yes. They're doing a real live action Transformers film. She was like, "You are going to love that." I was like, "Yes, I am, Mum." Until they get into the 3rd to 4th to 5th season.
Well, the second
Yes,
one's
you are
not great,
correct.
if we're being honest.
No.
But how much do you think that affected it? That 86 film.
Seared it into our brains, as you
Yeah.
said. I think people underestimate how massive a hit Transformers was in the 80s if you weren't around at the time to live through it. Like now, people are, oh yeah, Transformers was really, no, Transformers was, it was more than just really popular. It was a phenomenon. It was everywhere, referenced everywhere. You just saw it all around you all the time. And it was huge. Like you said, we all brought Transformers into school. Whatever new Transformer you got, you bring it in. You're supposed to bring pocket toys, and people to it. I brought Metroplex. I mean, you just everybody was doing it, and it was huge. It was everywhere. And then the movie was brutal for a film of its time. Like I don't think anybody went into that film thinking, right, I'm going to see some of these beloved characters I absolutely adore get murdered in the first 15 to 20 minutes. But it happened. And like you said, it was the cynical thing of Hasbro saying, right, people have all bought the Optimus Primes and Megatrons and everything else, so let's bring in some new product. But they underestimated how much these things mean to kids.
Yeah, Bisto said it as well.
Yeah, and then that then carries on. You get to the 2007 movie, and like you, I was so excited to see real life Transformers on the big screen. And that's how it felt. It was like, this is the film I wanted when I was a kid. And then I watched it. And it was, I did enjoy it. I'm not going to slate the first film. I enjoyed it massively. Eh?
They shouldn't have had lips.
No, well, there's elements of what they did.
I think lips.
I mean, that's a different discussion to get into what Bayverse did with it. But it was... We've talked about the Bayverse films before, and I said this before. My wife told me that when me, her, and my eldest son went to watch that film the first time in the cinema, and it got to the scene where you first see Optimus Prime transform, that my wife said she looked across at my son, who would have been 7 at the time, and me sat next to each other, and we both had the same look of shock, awe, and joy on our faces. And she said, in her mind, that's what it to her. She thought that's what it must have been like for him when he was a kid and he saw this guy. I mean, that's how it felt. You felt like a kid again. Obviously, like you say, after that, things went a bit downhill with the Bayverse movies. But, they still were massively popular. And I don't think we'd have all this range of figures and toys that we're getting now without the success of the movies. That's whether you like the movies or not. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
The money that brought in for Hasbro allowed them to build a development team that could allow them to build grow the franchise to the point where now they have this base of, it's just frightening. Like the size of Transformers, the amount of stuff that you get for it is just unbelievable.
And you always can get moments like we're going to see that, like just the moment where Blackout transformed at the start of the film, sent shivers down my spine, and the noise, and it's like, that's the fucking Transformer noise. And I was telling Lisa, like, no, it wasn't, because it was 2007. Didn't know it then.
And like Blackout's now a favorite for me. Blackout's now a favorite for me as a Transformer, and it's because of that 2007 movie.
Yeah, I agree.
And before that, wasn't he only a Minicon or something like that? That's the name before.
It does make you think that if Transformers was as popular now with kids as it was then, would the movie have done better? Because everyone says that it was panned and it didn't do very well, but it was a different expectation of middle-aged people going to the cinema and taking their kids. That didn't really happen in the 80s. You look at the Star Treks and the James Bonds and the Star Wars, they were all kind of probably mid 20-year-olds that were going out to the cinema and stuff. It wasn't really a family activity back in the 80s going to the cinema. And and the kids that did go were horrifically emotionally scarred for years to come. And it was almost like that 2007 movie.
Yeah.
It was those, those kids have
Perfect
grown up
timing.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going off and doing that as a leisure activity and stuff. And I think it's a bit like saying who's the greatest footballer ever. You don't know because you've got different generations and all the rest of it. But I think with this,
It's Jacob Murphy. Just so you know.
There's a reason why the film.
How he didn't win the Ballon d'Or last season.
Shocking. He was stole. He was robbed. He was robbed.
The movie has such a special place in so many people's hearts, and it's from the nostalgia aspect. It's not because it's a cinematic classic.
No.
It's because of it's a milestone in the franchise. And it probably deserved more success at the time than it got. But I think it was just probably the wrong film, wrong. The Moroccan Pele.
Is that why he's in there? Because he's better. Are you suggesting he's better than Murphy is? I think you'll find one of them has had more sustained success than the others. It's not a Delta rap, just to be clear.
Right. Gaz is quite right to highlight the music. Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? The music is we should do a discussion on the music of Transformers.
Because loads of that stuff. You could do a full year just talking about Transformers the movie every week for the whole year.
Well, you could, yeah.
We should about any
album breakdowns.
Yeah.
But even some of the music from the live action films was just amazing.
Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Oh God, New Divide is up there in my top 5 Transformers themed songs of all time. I love that thing. Absolutely love it. Anyway, what the question I was going to ask was, other than the original 80s stuff, because we are all children of the 80s and 1800s for you, Pete. But other than like the original cartoon and comic book and everything, is there any other version of Transformers that you particularly like? So obviously for me, there's like Unicron Trilogy, maybe Transformers Prime. Would it be animated for you as the other one that like you're really passionate about?
Yeah, I think so. Because we know the series, but for me, animated was what it should be. There was a decent, well-written series with fantastic voice actors. They got a toy line that replicates what the kids see on the screen. There's bloody paper plates and comics and magazines, and you couldn't move for it. And that is what you want from a series. If you're going to get behind it, you ram it down people's throats, and that's why it was so popular.
Surely there's not another line in the franchise where the toys look so close to the animation model. There isn't. It just was so good. And some of them are so clever Transformers as well. It's not as if they just look like them. They transform so well as well.
And
maybe 2015 RID. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah,
but it was just the Warrior class. They were such good toys. I was like trying to introduce my kids into it, and it was a good sort of gateway. Transformer tour drug to get them into it, and they were great. The Warrior class were amazing. So you kind of experience Transformers where you're like, I'm going to watch it on the screen, and actually these toys are actually really good, and they're different reincarnations of my toys as a kid. Other than that, I did love 2007. I loved the Bayverse films. There's at least 2 or 3 of them which I absolutely thought were amazing. That reignited my love. I remember picking up a Starscreen from Asda. In those days, you could buy Transformers with your groceries, and just like getting it and going, fuck, I've got a brand new Starscreen in box. I'm taking it home, and I'm going to open it, and it's got lips, but apart from the lips, I'm all right with it. And it's got loads of fucking guns. And if you rotate this thing, like, shoots loads of bullets. And I was like, 20.
Did movie Starscream have lips?
26.
He had a weird face.
He did have a weird face. But yeah, it's 26.
He was shaped like a Dorito.
27 at the time, and I was buying my first toy. And I bought it, and on the back of that, I bought MP4 or MP6 or something, Sunstorm, and then I just fell into Transformers again.
See, I'd bought some of the reissues before that, and I think the reissues were really clever to get them out there, knowing that the fans that had been kids back then were now adults with a disposable income that they can spend on daft things like that. I remember seeing them in a Toys R Us. And I went for a walk around that Toys R Us with a friend of mine. We were going to the cinema. I think we went to see The Matrix. We went to walk around. No, it must have been later than that. We went to walk around Toys R Us, as ironically, as a bit of a joke. And then I saw these reissue. Skywarp, I think, was on there, and I actually went, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And it was stuff like that that kind of got me back interested in it. And somebody mentioned IDW in the comments. IDW stuff has been brilliant, but again, you look through the comments. If we look back through all of the comments, there's so many different examples from Transformers that people are bringing up, and that's part of why it survives, it endures, because it constantly reimagines, reinvents, and transforms itself over the years. Hey, almost up there with he said the name of the movie in the movie. But yeah, it is. It's just a wonderful franchise, and that's not to say the other ones aren't great, but they maybe didn't have that same scope for change and reimagine. Because let's be honest, changes in, I mean, we as Transformers fans can still be the same way. The reaction to Transformers Animated, if you all remember back at the time when the first designs came out, was not positive, but it was awesome. So people changed their minds, and you get that with other franchises as well. They're real kicking off because they haven't just basically done exactly the same character exactly the same way again. Transformers just has that little bit extra freedom to change things a bit and to make it interesting, and then go back to what you loved.
Yeah, Chobowski's asking, how long will Transformers toys carry on though? How many years? Is it indefinitely? I think it's one of those things. Like, I think you get certain brands and certain legacies, like James Bond and Star Trek and Transformers. Like, if you can release a film 20, 25, 26 years after the original film came out and be in the top 20 films of all time, there's something consistent about that brand. Because even if it dips and dives, because you know you will get series which will be absolutely pants and no one will watch them, but the pull of the original idea is so strong that actually you could just reinvent it. Look at Star Trek. It was great, and they've done some really pants ones. They came great again, and it was all right, and there's some good ones. You do that with Transformers. You do it with James Bond. Timothy Dalton was the best James Bond this planet has ever had, and he had 3 of them. But you can bring it back in. And Daniel Craig's done a great job of being a thinking man's Timothy Dalton. So I think how long can Transformers go? It's established. It's got loads of ideas. The reason it's established is all the reasons we spoke about, where it's such a great idea, and it can continue. What do you guys think? Can it continue? Will it go on forever? Will it match Star Wars? Is it better than Barbie?
I think where Transformers has been very lucky, they have had some fantastic designers, writers, artists, genuine experts in their field, and that, for all, even though we slag Hasbro quite a lot, Hasbro has backed the brand by putting those people in positions that can shape it. And I think as long as they continue to do that, we'll have a brand that will just roll on. I think that's where the other brands have missed out, because I don't think they've had the same loyalty from the franchisors.
Agree. Right, we're going to end it there tonight. Pete, well done, because the chat's turning to top 3 Bonds.
I was going to say, it's almost like somebody mentioned James Bond and their favourite James Bond, and that was
Will the brand continue? No,
because
they're more bothered about James Bond.
Still did 2 Bond films.
Yeah,
Russia with Love.
I don't think he was there very long.
No, he was only 2.
As a Bond.
But its impact is felt to this day. Fucking love Timothy Dalton. Right, let's round it off. Moff, thank you so much for coming on. Andy, Pete, co-host, along with myself, thank you for being on. We'll be back next Friday at 8 o'clock. Head over to Facebook, Transformers the Show. We'll see you there. Au revoir.
It's time for Transformers, the show!